you, you are new, welcome to the royalty family. As you guys have read by the title, tonight, I will be reading you guys a Halloween bedtime story, but I will be inaudibly whispering, semi-inaudibly whispering, semi. Before we get started, I would like to mention to you guys that we finally have a deeper way to connect, a deeper way to connect. If you guys haven't seen already, I am now allowed to do live streaming. So what that means is every Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I will be going live. I will be live streaming, going on live for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Without further ado, we're gonna jump into the video. The book that I have selected is one of my siblings' childhood elementary books, but I figured it'd be a nice, sweet, good Halloween storybook to tell you guys to get some sleep. And besides, it's inaudibly whispered, so it's called The Witch Family. And I know it's ironic how I just did a video being your witch bestie and have a witch book, but I'm trying to stay festive for you guys, so I thought this would be a good selection. And another reason why I picked it is because it has the plastic cover, and I feel like a plastic cover is so relaxing when somebody's reading it, like, so relaxing. If you notice my little untaken off pinky, don't say anything, mind your business. Like, I love that sound. There's nothing on this page. It says discard. D-I-S-C-A-R-D. Discard. So although it says discard right here, I'm gonna read to you what it's about. The Witch Family. It's called The Witch Family. Did I not read you the title? The Witch Family. Okay. Banished. Old witch likes nothing better than to fly about her broomstick, crying he, and casting abracadabras. But now she has been sent away by two young girls, Amy and Clarissa. Amy and Clarissa love to tell stories about Old Witch, until one day they decided she is too mean and wicked. Drawing a rickety old house upon a burden-glass hill, the girls exile Old Witch, there with the warning that she's better be good or else no Halloween. For company, they draw her a little witch girl and a weenie witch baby. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens outside, but I'll try to keep talking so you can. Old witch tries to be good, as lonely as the glass hill. As Amy and Clarissa find out old witch magics them into her world, a world of make-believe made real.
They sound like they're inside the house. Fuck the fridge. Oh my god, this is ruining it.
Chapter 1. Old Witch Banished. One day, Old Witch, the head witch of all witches, was banished. Amy, just an ordinary real girl, not a witch, said Old Witch would have to go away. Old Witch got to go. Instead of living in a barracks in the cave in hats. Instead of flying around the cave, she would have been to come. They might have seen sisters and say they looked so much alike, but they were not sisters. They were best friends, and they were both in the same class in Jasper School. They were both brave girls. Clarissa could go all the way to the library alone, and although Amy did not yet go to the library alone, she was a brave girl too. She did not mind booster shots. Moreover, it was she who had bravery to take it up and say go to the mean wicked old witch. Amy and Clarissa lived 3 doors apart on a beautiful street named Garden Lane. Near Amy's front step, there was a small fig tree to which Amy's hand tied a fragile rope swing. It was a very little swing, but it was strong enough for Amy and Clarissa. Each one of these girls weighing only 38 pounds so far. Frequently, while Amy was at Jasper School, Bear or the doll, Patricia, was allowed to sit in a swing all morning. And swinging there on the summer days, Amy or Clarissa could keep track of the bees that nested in the bare ground of the yard where the ivy did not grow. But now it is winter time. There were no bees in front of the yard to watch, and though there was ancient always began, and that was the way she had begun today, and had then told an awful, though not too awful, story about the old witch, with many interruptions and suggestions from Amy. This is now after lunch. Amy and Clarissa, having old witch very much on their mind, happened to be drawing pictures of her. Go, 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 the class, go. Amy is saying she at the picture for a moment. You calmly repeated rapidly and she banish old witch. Nothing was on that big glass hill. It is a glass, just plain glass. Up there, no trees, no flowers, no violets. There, it's plain nothing. Nothing, like Clarissa during the end of the The only food old witch can eat is what she can get by magic, declared Amy, and her magic will not work well on this shiny place. You know which magic works best in the dark. And gloom, and she can't have rabbits to eat at all. You know the rabbits are she loves. You know the rabbits are what she loves to eat, don't you? Clarissa, oh yes. At first, Amy and Clarissa felt pleased over the banishment of the mean old witch. I vanquished her, Amy said proudly. Sometimes Amy joined two words together, creating a new one. Here, banished and vanquished had become vanquished. I vanquished her, she said. Then she became thoughtful. Doubt swept over her. It was all right not to have wicked old witch most of the year, she thought, but what about Halloween? Clarissa said, what use is Halloween without the real night, regular old witch? Clarissa clasped her head between her hands, rolled her eyes, and said, no good. It would have been like Christmas without Santa Claus, said Amy. And Easter without the bunny, said Clarissa. Something, said Amy. I have to change the order, she said. Change it, but the old witch must stay on the top of the glass hill, always expect for Halloween. Change it to be that old witch. Change it to be that old witch and must stay on top of the glass hill, always except for Halloween. She can come down for Halloween, no other time. Yes, Clarissa, on Halloween she can ride the broomstick down the glass hill instead of just around the top of it. Only on the night she can ask. Can she, Clarissa? Okay, that's Clarissa. It said Amy, and I'm not being lazy. She can let me good, that's it. Yes, of course, Clarissa, and not eating a little bit. No, Clarissa, not trying to come down with any other criminal. And he said, Amy, no, Amy said yes. Amy said yes, said Clarissa, trying. After this, all had to pretend that I didn't money because I'm going away now trying to switch anyway outdoors to the school in the backyard. No, the backyard was nice and concealed and not big enough to what Amy jumped. Today was a crisp and sunny day. In summer and in winter, the backyard was shaded by a high and lovely linden tree in the corner of the backyard of the house next door, belonging to Polly and Christopher Knapp. Polly Knapp was 8, and she was Amy's and Clarissa's best friend. Polly let Amy and Clarissa climb her high linden tree in her yard whenever they liked, and Polly in turn could swing on Amy's swing and glide on her glider whenever she'd like. But she must not go too high, and she must never swing on the fragile rope swing in the little fir tree in front of the yard, because she'd weighed 47 pounds. Never could Christopher, who was 9, because must always put things in writing. You know that, don't you? Amy loves to write letters. I know why I like to write letters. I just do. She confided. Climbing down the tree, Amy jumped onto her yard. It was a very sunny and warm. The whole range had gone. This was the sort of day that Malone loved. Amy had to come goodbye. But now from the sunny corner, Malachi was gone. Amy stood there looking at the place where he lived. I thought I heard a bumblebee. She thought the mouse and old witch was the castle spell. Do you think old witch would haunt Malachi eat him? Even in some spaces, people eat bumblebees. She said to Clarissa. Oh no, said Clarissa. She wants to be sure she had to come down for Halloween, you know. Of course, said Amy. They went and took their warm winter coats and sat down again at Amy's little yellow table. Instead of drawing this, Amy and wrote a little letter to the witch. When she did not know how to spell words, she made them up. She knew what they made. She knew that made-up words would not matter to Old Witch, for witches are accustomed to doing everything backwards and forwards and backwards again. And if there are too many or too few letters in a word, they do not care unless they have to be in spelling bureau, of course. Now, said Amy, when she was finished, listen to this. Clarissa tried to listen. Amy read, Dear great-grandmother Old Witch, you must be good. You must not be bad. You must go and live on glass hills anyway. But if you will be good, you can come back to Halloween night. So please be good. And then Amy signed the letter that was I love you and I love me. I mean, P.S. Did you make Malachi and Bumblebee? This was the letter that we folded up and just Amy opened the window. She put up the window right away the red cardinal board and summoned the sparkling and all the she took the letter and she put it up in the head. Did you see it? Amy asked excited. Clarissa, did you see it? I did. It had to be good. That one and another little bird's bill. But don't you think Clarissa? Amy said Clarissa's not dead. Clarissa was about to think that things were in the nose and the bird's bill. Whereas remarkable as Amy did, she took advantage as they came down, questioning the unusualness and unusualness of them. But Amy was still wonder-struck. She leaned on the arms of the windowsill and comforted in her hands as she watched the bare distant registering of the cardinal bird flew over the houses across the street and then up and away. Goodbye, called Amy from the window. Don't lose it, she said. What a morning. Old Witch vanished. Malachi gone, and a bird with a note in his bill. Exhausted, Amy laying down on a big bed. Clarissa put on the record. How much is that OG in the window? She sat in Amy's little red rocker and listened and rocked and nodded. Okay, so that was one chapter of The Witch Family, The Witch Family, The Witch Family. I would continue to go on, but it is very noisy where I'm at tonight, so I just want to wrap it up for now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first half of this book. If you guys would like for me to make a part 2 of this book before October is over, please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my main channel. And remember, Sunday nights